Did you know that one man from the Mongolian plains created the biggest empire the world has ever seen? Today, we're sharing 19 amazing facts about Genghis Khan that will blow your mind. From his tough childhood to becoming one of the most powerful leaders in history, his story is full of surprises. Stay with us as we uncover the secrets of his life, his empire, and the legacy he left behind. Let's get started. Fact 1. He was born with a blood clot in his hand. Legend says that when Genghis Khan was born in 1162, he held a blood clot in his tiny fist. In Mongolian culture, this was seen as a powerful sign that he was meant to become a great warrior. This unusual start to his life set the tone for him to grow into one of the strongest leaders in history. The blood clot was more than just a strange detail. It was seen as a mystical symbol. In Mongolian tradition, such signs were believed to show that a child was destined for greatness. This story became part of the legend surrounding Genghis Khan, inspiring his followers and striking fear into his enemies. To understand the meaning of this event, we need to look at Mongolian culture at that time. Mongols were deeply spiritual, seeing nature and life as connected to the supernatural. Events like storms or births were considered messages from the gods. For Temujin's family, the blood clot confirmed that he was meant for an extraordinary future. Fact 2. Genghis Khan was not his real name. Genghis Khan wasn't the name he was born with. He was originally called Temujin, named after a Tatar chief his father had captured. The title Genghis Khan, which means universal ruler, was given to him much later when he brought the Mongol tribes together under one rule. The name Temujin itself carries meaning. His father, Yesugei, named him after a defeated enemy, showing strength in victory. But Temujin's early life was anything but easy. He faced betrayal, loss, and many challenges which shaped him into the strong leader he eventually became. When Temujin became Genghis Khan, it wasn't just a new name for him, it marked a major turning point for the Mongols. He united warring tribes under one banner and changed the course of history. His title symbolized his dream of building an empire that would bring all people together, overcoming tribal divisions. Fact 3. His childhood was very difficult. When Temujin was just 9 years old, his father was poisoned by rival tribes. After his father's death, his family was abandoned and left to survive in terrible poverty. These tough times shaped Temujin into a strong and determined person. As a young boy, Temujin faced hunger, danger, and loneliness. His family's banishment made them easy targets for attacks from other tribes and left them struggling through the harsh Mongolian winters. Even with all these challenges, Temujin showed great strength. He hunted and gathered food for his family and learned how to handle the tricky politics between tribes. These struggles taught Temujin important lessons about loyalty and betrayal. They also fueled his desire to take revenge on those who had hurt his family. His ability to survive and overcome such hardships showed the strength and determination that would later make him a great leader. Fact 4. He killed his half-brother when Temujin was a teenager. He killed his half-brother Bekta during a fight over food. This act made it clear that Temujin was the leader of his family and showed how determined he was to remove anyone who challenged him. Although killing Bekta might seem cruel, it reflected the tough realities of life in the Mongolian steppes. Food and resources were very limited, and fights over survival were common. This event also showed Temujin's natural leadership. By taking charge, he proved he had the strength to lead and protect his family. This moment was an early sign of the type of leader Temujin would become, one who was willing to make hard decisions to reach his goals. Fact 5. He escaped slavery. Temujin was once captured by an enemy clan and made a slave. However, he managed to escape with the help of a kind guard who admired him. This showed how clever and resourceful Temujin was and helped him gain respect and loyalty from others. Temujin watched his captors carefully and waited for the right moment to escape. When the chance came, the guard helped him break free, and Temujin made his way back to his family. This experience proved that Temujin was a survivor and also taught him how important it was to build strong alliances. The guard who helped him became a loyal follower, showing how loyalty and trust played a big role in Temujin's success as a leader. Fact 6. He was a master of psychological warfare. Genghis Khan's success in war wasn't just because of his strong army. He also used smart tricks like spreading fear and false information. Many cities gave up without a fight simply because they were scared of him. One of his best-known strategies was making his army seem bigger than it really was. He would light many campfires and spread rumors to trick his enemies into thinking his forces were huge. This often made them surrender without a fight, which saved time, lives, and resources. Genghis Khan also used fear as a weapon. If a city resisted him, he would destroy it completely, leaving survivors to tell others about his ruthlessness. This made many cities so afraid of him that they chose to surrender rather than risk being attacked. Fact 7. He created the first international postal system. Genghis Khan created the Yam system, a network of stations with fresh horses and riders. This system let messages travel very quickly over long distances and became the base for modern postal systems. The Yam system was very clever. The stations were placed along important routes so messengers could change to fresh horses and keep going without delays. This made communication across the large Mongol Empire fast and reliable. The system wasn't just for sending messages. It also helped trade and travel. Merchants and travelers used it to move goods and ideas between faraway places. This made different regions more connected and helped the economy grow. Fact 8. He was religious. In his own way, Genghis Khan did not follow just one religion, but he believed in a sky god called Tengri. He was open to other religions and often spoke with shamans, monks, and priests from different faiths. His tolerance for different religions was a smart way to lead. By letting people follow their own beliefs, he kept his diverse empire peaceful and united. This approach also earned him the support of religious leaders who were important in their communities. Even though he accepted other religions, Genghis Khan stayed close to his own spiritual beliefs. He often asked shamans for advice and performed rituals to honor Tengri, showing his deep connection to Mongolian traditions. Fact 9. His empire was the largest in history. Genghis Khan's empire was 12 million square miles wide, the largest land empire in history. It stretched across Asia, Europe, and parts of the Middle East, bringing together many different cultures and people. This huge empire made it possible for goods, knowledge, and technology to spread like never before. Managing such a large empire was not easy and needed smart planning. Genghis Khan's strong leadership kept the empire stable and running smoothly, even though it was so massive. Fact 10. He revolutionized warfare. Genghis Khan changed how wars were fought with new and smart tactics. His armies were well organized and focused on being fast, surprising their enemies, and using fear to their advantage. He used cavalry and archers to move quickly and attack before the enemy could react. His soldiers were also very disciplined and worked together as a strong team. One of his clever tricks was pretending to retreat. His troops would act like they were running away, tricking the enemy into chasing them. Then they would turn around and attack when the enemy was off guard. This strategy helped him win battles and protect his soldiers so they could fight again in the future. Fact 11. He valued merit over birthright. Genghis Khan chose people for their skills and loyalty, not because of their family background. This was a new and different idea at a time when rank was usually decided by birth. His system gave everyone a chance to succeed, which helped him build a strong and loyal army. Soldiers knew they could rise through the ranks if they proved themselves. This method encouraged competition and pushed people to do their best. It also ensured that the Mongol army was led by the smartest and most capable leaders, no matter where they came from. Many of Genghis Khan's best generals and advisors came from humble beginnings and earned their positions through hard work and talent. By focusing on skill and ability, he created an empire that thrived on new ideas and adaptability, staying powerful for many years. Fact 12. He respected women's roles. Unlike many rulers of his time, Genghis Khan recognized the value of women in society. Women in his empire could own property, participate in decisions, and even fight in battles. His daughters played significant roles in governing parts of the empire. Genghis Khan's respect for women's contributions extended beyond his family. Women often served as key advisors, intermediaries, and administrators in his vast empire. His daughters were entrusted with leadership positions, governing regions and maintaining order. This progressive attitude toward gender roles helped stabilize the empire and ensured the inclusion of diverse perspectives in governance. By empowering women, Genghis Khan established a legacy of equality that was rare for the time. Fact 13. He had an extensive intelligence network. Genghis Khan used spies and scouts to learn about his enemies. This information helped him predict their actions, find their weaknesses, and plan his attacks carefully. His intelligence network was very well organized and far-reaching. Spies would enter enemy lands, pretending to be traders or travelers to gather important information. Scouts would explore the land and report on the enemy's movements, giving Genghis Khan up-to-date details. This network also helped him create problems for his enemies by spreading mistrust and breaking their alliances. By using this information and smart planning, Genghis Khan was able to stay ahead of his enemies and win many battles in ways they didn't expect. Fact 14. He encouraged cultural exchange. During Genghis Khan's rule, the Silk Road became very successful. He made sure it was safe for traders to travel, which allowed goods, ideas, and technologies to move easily between the East and the West. This exchange of culture and knowledge changed the world in many ways. His empire acted like a bridge connecting different civilizations. On the Silk Road, items like silk, spices, and precious metals were traded along with new ideas in science, medicine, and philosophy. This sharing of knowledge and goods helped cultures grow and learn from each other. By protecting trade routes and encouraging merchants to work together, Genghis Khan helped create a more connected and wealthy world. His efforts made the Silk Road an important part of history and shaped how people and cultures interacted. Fact 15. He unified the Mongol tribes. Before Genghis Khan, the Mongol tribes were divided and often fought against each other. He brought these tribes together under one leadership, creating a strong and united force that would conquer large parts of the world. Uniting the Mongol tribes was not easy. Temujin, who later became Genghis Khan, used smart planning, alliances, and his military skills to bring the clans together. He created a strict set of laws called the Yasa, which helped keep his followers loyal and organized. By ending the divisions between the tribes, he turned the Mongols into a powerful and unstoppable group. This unity allowed them to achieve things that had seemed impossible before. Fact 16. He was illiterate. Genghis Khan, despite all his achievements, never learned to read or write. However, he understood the importance of education and made sure his empire had skilled officials who could manage records, laws, and policies. Not being able to read or write didn't stop him from being a great leader. He surrounded himself with smart scholars and administrators who kept track of laws, trade deals, and history. His focus on good organization and clear communication helped his empire run efficiently. Genghis Khan's story shows that curiosity and knowing how to choose the right people can be just as important as formal education when it comes to achieving success. Fact 17. His burial site is a mystery. Genghis Khan wanted to be buried in a secret, unmarked grave, and no one knows where it is. According to legend, anyone who saw his funeral procession was killed to keep the location hidden. For centuries, historians and treasure hunters have been fascinated by the mystery of his burial. Some stories say a river was even diverted to cover his tomb, and everyone who helped with the burial was killed to keep the secret. Even with modern technology and many attempts to find it, his grave has never been discovered. This mystery adds to the intrigue and legend of his life and legacy. Fact 18. His genetic legacy is unbelievable. It is believed that about 16 million men alive today are direct descendants of Genghis Khan. This shows how large his empire was and how many children he had. Genghis Khan's descendants can be found all over Asia and in other parts of the world. This is because of his conquests and how his empire brought different cultures together. Genetic studies have shown just how far his family line reaches, proving the huge impact he had on history. This unique legacy shows not only how powerful he was as a ruler, but also how lasting his influence is, even today. Fact 19. His legacy is complex. People see Genghis Khan differently depending on their culture. In Mongolia, he is honored as a national hero and the founder of the nation. In other places, he is remembered as a ruthless conqueror. Historians still debate his impact on history. This mix of views shows how complex Genghis Khan and his rule were. His conquests caused destruction, but they also led to improvements in trade, culture, and governance. To understand his legacy, we need to see both the good and the bad parts of his reign. Genghis Khan's story reminds us that historical figures are complicated. Their actions can have both positive and negative effects, and their influence can last for centuries. Thank you for joining us to learn these amazing facts about Genghis Khan. His story shows how one person can change history, influencing cultures, economies, and even the world's population. Whether you see him as a great leader or a ruthless conqueror, his impact on the world cannot be denied. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it with other history fans, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting stories from the past. What fact about Genghis Khan surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and stay tuned for our next history adventure. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep learning.